You're gonna have to excuse me if I butcher some of these names while trying to pronounce them, but I'm gonna be trying my best. But I apologize in advance in case of butchering. We're still waiting for the knife round, I believe. I am not completely sure on how it works with ESL rules, but I do believe it's a knife round because some of the players do have their knives up. And knives rounds are the beginning of a match, so to say. If you win a knife round, you can decide which side you want to begin on. If you want to begin on CT side or T side. And the map we're going to play is Inferno, which Druids have multiple times before proved themselves to be very strong on, both on CT and the T side. As Druids here picks out 4 quick frags here and makes a flawless knife round. Nicely done by the female Druids team here. So we're gonna see what they decide to do, if they wanna stay or if they wanna switch sides. And it seems like they want to stay, as we are going to begin this very first pistol round. The pistol round is very important because if you win the pistol round, not only you can buy weapons for yourself next round, you're forcing the other team to go on an echo. And of course, pistols versus rifles. Rifles are a little bit more powered, so to say. And we see Alfreda here going, actually the multiple of the Playing Ducks team going up here the house, getting backstabbed by, I don't know the name, if it's Mouse or if it's Hellrose. However, Playing Ducks taking out 3 players actually of Druids, Zonia and Lilsan, all up alone here against 4 players actually, Lilsan and Zonia. Nice headshot there on the short here. And as you can hear, I'm a little bit off my game today. Lilsan actually taking out 1 more, 2 more. It's all up to Alfreda right now. Can she do it? Can she clutch it around? Not. She's not gonna be able to. Zonia and Lilsan, a 2 versus 5 situation there, managing to turn the table around and winning the round. So very nicely done. 1-0 in favor of Druids. And here's the rifle buy, while Playing Ducks has to play on an echo. We're gonna see here what they want to do this time around. Playing Ducks, that is. We can see that they are playing a little bit defensively here in spawn. Maybe they want to talk a little bit about what they're going to do next round, while Druids are playing very safe. Actually, 2 pressing out on banana. I do believe it's Mouse and Hellrose. I am not completely sure. No, it's not Hellrose or Mouse. I don't know the names. See, this is why you real name. And Zonia with a quick shot on towards Alfreda takes her out. However, Sierra there managing to retaliate. Lilsan takes out Sierra in return. Sephi takes out Miss I there. And Giuliano with a P90 in the back towards the Jin takes almost a flawless round. Zonia did get taken out. So 2-0. And it's, oh my god, it seems like they want to go for the buy. They did get the bomb down first round, so it is not completely uncommon to see this kind of buy the 3rd round in. So we're gonna see how Druids react to this one, as it seems 2 players are Playing Ducks pushing up towards banana, and Giuliano there all alone. Nicely done there, taking on 1 player of Playing Ducks. Is she gonna be able to get another one? It's a fierce fire there. Sierra takes out Giuliano, however, so Zonia rotating around to cover the B bomb side. As you can hear, I'm still out of my game. I need to come back to this a little bit. And Zonia going back and forth, trying to find someone there on banana. However, most of the Playing Ducks players are on towards A. And Zephy actually takes out Jinjin here. Actually, never mind. Jinjin takes out Zephy. I'm sorry about that. And Zonia rotating around once more, noticing that, oh, the Playing Ducks players are actually going towards A. Puss there takes out 1 more member of Druids as Alfreda takes out another one. Lilsan is all alone. Is she going to be saving the weapon or trying to go for the win here? It is 4 players of Playing Ducks here. She's she's up against, and Sierra here with almost gets her in the back. However, Lil San with quick reactions takes out the two players defending the middle there. And she now knows there's one in the graveyard. Actually, I'm sorry, big pit. However, where is the other one? She does not know. There's one more player at the graveyard. Flashes are coming out. She's on the big truck. Jin there with very low HP. Is she gonna be able to take out Lil San? No, she's not. Lil San versus Post Bloom. Post Bloom is going to take this round 2-1. The buy did work, and I am just sitting here trying to figure out what the hell am I supposed to say. And I can see remove from fence is Hellerose. Mouse isn't playing. Oh, so Sephi is actually Sephi. Okay. So I'm gonna keep that in mind for this upcoming round. And they're doing the standard thing again. 3 going towards A and 2 going towards B here, playing ducks. As we have 2 from Druidz defending that B bomb side. Sierra is spamming a little bit through the smokes and everywhere, trying to find someone. However, unable to do so. There is one behind that smoke though. Sephi takes out one. Is he gonna be able to take out another one? No. Jin takes out Sephi, so it's 4 versus 4. Sierra finds Giuliano there on the B bomb side, and gonna throw out a smoke in order to clear a little bit of vision for her team. Actually, never mind what I said. I meant to block off some vision for Lil San, who gets taken out by I here. And Hellrose is going to rotate around towards the B bomb side together with Zonia. They need to defend this bomb side somehow. Post Bloom here does have the bomb. He's going to find it behind the grill here. Hellrose and Zonia are going to rush towards that church, it seems like. No, just because I said that, they are rotating around. They still want to get that bomb. 2 versus 4, and Jin here with a perfect position gets Zonia. She's gonna be able to get another one. Zonia here, actually Hellrose, trying to fight for her life, however, unable to do anything more but get a kill. A kill is a kill though. It's a weapon they have to buy once again, trying to make their economy a little bit unstable. And 2 versus 2, and Playing Ducks has turned this around from a 2-0 situation to a 2-2. Now it seems like Druids are forced to an echo here, going for the B stack. And if their Playing Ducks aren't cautious enough, they might actually get caught out here. And Hellrose is actually going forward very aggressively together with Sephi. She takes out Sierra. There's one more though. I completely alone here on towards Banana. Giuliano gets the kill on towards her. However, now they all know that the entire Druids team are on B. The bomb is going to come down towards the A bomb side. 2 weapons on Druids. Are they going to be able to take this round? Post Bloom takes out Hellrose. Lil San, however, retaliates. Jin is in the apartment. Is going to try to catch someone that comes around here. Yes, she does get Giuliano. Is she going to be able to get another one? Zonia here on towards these long here, actually, is trying to find more players. There's one in the big pit and one in the... Oh my god. I did not have the time at all to tell what happened there. Spray and Pray manages to take out the entire Druids team. Dear God. Nades and weapons, I believe, for Druids, and weapons again, once again for Playing Ducks, as they have won 3 in a row. And Druids seems to be having a little bit of trouble defending these bomb sites right now. Playing Ducks still going with this standard play, 2 on B, 2 towards A. And there's a little bit of firefighting going around here. Zonia with a Delphan Wrangle. However, unable to get Post Bloom. 4 players for Druids right now. Post Bloom, however, very low on HP. So Zonia did get a dink of Post Bloom. As we can see, Playing Ducks are pushing up towards these A bomb side. Alfreda takes out Hellrose. Sephi takes out one. Is she gonna be able to take out another one? No, she's not. However, jumps down here, trying to get another position, trying to reposition herself so she doesn't get killed off that easily. This big pit is absolutely exceptional for that, as she takes out Alfreda. Giuliano here on this long here. Spots up Sierra, however, gets taken out. Sephi all alone here. And this big pit gets taken out by Jin. It is all up to Lil San if she wants to do anything. However, she is all over at the B bomb site. She has not rotated, despite the fact that most of the players were pushing up towards this A bomb site. So it is Lil San's job right now to try to make this round go in favor of Druidz. However, gets taken out almost from behind. She does gets taken out though, so 4 consecutive rounds for playing ducks. And Druidz needs to pull something out of their bag right now if they want to turn this situation around. We still haven't seen Zonia's op. She's very good with the op, so hopefully we're gonna be able to see that as they push down this middle very aggressively. Sierra takes out Giuliano. Zonia comes from behind and takes out Sierra. Alfreda takes out Sefi, and now they're pushing towards this bomb site. It seems like Alfreda takes out Zonia. While I'm speaking, Lilsan and Hellrose are alone here with pistols in hand, I believe. 1 knife and 1 pistol. I believe Hellrose does still have at least a pistol. Otherwise, I don't know where she might have thrown it somewhere, but Lil San here is going towards this middle here, and actually takes out... No, she does not take out Alfreda. She had the perfect position towards Alfreda, however, unable to take her out. And Hellrose here with the AK manages to take out Jinjin, however, round still goes to playing ducks. And I am having a little bit of trouble here. However, last round I was speaking about that Sonia's op, and Giuliano actually got an op of herself. So we might be seeing a little bit of op action here for Druidz. And actually misses the first shot. That's not good. However, does redeem herself with the second shot. Actually gets another shot as well. Beautiful play by Zonia. Taking out 2 players of playing ducks with that op. Jinjin going towards this apartment here is unable to take out Sefi, because my Steam overlay, which you hopefully don't see, was blocking the name. So GG Crasher for not disabling Steam overlay. I'm not gonna touch that right now, as Post Bloom here is guarding this apartment, as Hellrose is gonna peek out on that balcony, able to take out Alfreda, and backs off. Post Bloom did not check that balcony, so she was able to come out from the balcony and get one in the back. However, she does take out Sefi. It's 1 versus 4 right now. It was up 1 versus 5. It's 1 versus 4. Is she gonna be able to do anything this round? No. Hellrose manages to take out Post Bloom and gets 1 round for Druidz. And I'm terribly sorry if my commentary sounds like something brown, as I haven't done this for a while due to certain reasons. But I still hope that you guys are enjoying this, as I'm gonna see Zonia here in the middle with that op. She managed to take out 2 players last round. Is she gonna be able to do anything more? However, playing ducks are pushing up this banana here very aggressively. Giuliano is blinded. Gets taken out from behind by Alfreda. And Lil San is alone here on this B-bomb side. Takes out 1. Takes out 2 maybe. Yes, she does. Is gonna be able to do anything more? No. And Hellrose is rotating from behind. All of the Druidz players have rotated towards this B-bomb side. And Zonia here at church, trying to find someone with that op. She's very deadly with that op, as Hellrose takes out Post Bloom. She's gonna be able to take out another one. Takes out 1 more. However, Sierra takes her out. Sierra all alone right now. Gets taken out, and that is another round in Druid's favor. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. And if you guys would like to, you can feel free to share this stream. Try to get as many people as possible to be watching this stream, as we want to promote the female esports scene as much as possible. And we're going to see what playing ducks here have thought up for this round. They are still... No, they're not going with the standard 2B, 3A. It is 4A, 1B this time around, as we switch up a little bit. However, still 2B, 3A for Druidz, as Druidz have taken up very defensive positions here. Not going aggressive towards that middle, as Giuliano is actually going very aggressive here on the app. Finds Jinjin. Is he going to be able to find another one? Yes, she does. However, there's a fierce firefight going on here. Post Bloom takes out Giuliano. Hellrose takes out Sierra. In return, 3 versus 4 situation in favor of Druidz. Firefight here in the middle. No one able to find anything. I actually find Lil San here, as it is a 3 versus 3 situation. Bomb is in the middle, so they can go either way. Sephi takes out I here, so they might opt to go for that A push. However, as I say that, they are going towards B instead, as they might know that there's only one player watching there. Sephi takes out Alfreda and Post Bloom at the same time. Nicely done by Sephi here. And they have equaled it out. It is 5-5 in this very even match, I must say, as they have forced what I believe is an echo of playing ducks. I am not sure. However, they are going all together right now, so they want to go for that A push. Let's see if it's going to be any successful. Flashes are coming out from both sides as Sephi takes out one. Hellrose takes out one more. And it's a smoked middle here as Hellrose takes out one more. Giuliano actually naded one, so it's all up to Post Bloom here. Lil San cleaning that last frag up. And a flawless round for Druidz. It could have been very, very dangerous for Druidz there, as the smokes were all over the place, and if playing ducks would have gone through, they might have managed to take at least 2 kills. As for the time being, they are going for the same thing again, I believe. There is one watching middle from playing ducks, as they are 3 towards B right now. No, actually 2 B, still one in the middle watching there. Sonia takes out Sierra with that off once again. And it is very passive play right now from playing ducks. They haven't really done anything major, except for getting one player killed, unfortunately. And Post Bloom here with a beautiful shot towards Sonia here, just waiting for her to peek her head out. And Jinjin watching this apartment together with Alfreda is gonna catch out Giuliano here through that little wall, getting the headshot. And now the push towards the A bomb side has come out, and Jinjin gets caught with the nade in hand by Hellrose. However, Alfreda managing to take her out in return. I here gets Sephi, and Lil San is all alone against 3 players. However, she does manage to stall the bomb plant. 30 seconds to go. Can she do anything more? The bomb is gonna go down in either way, it seems like. Lil San in the middle going towards long, it seems like. Where's the bomb plant? It's only 18 seconds. There's the bomb plant. And Lil San is on the short here. 2 players are playing ducks, one on the side and one in apartments. As I is watching towards this short here, and Lil San is going very aggressive. She does know there's one inside. However, where is the other person? Does she know that there's one in the apartments? No, she does not know. However, I here is in a very, very defensive position and manages to take out Lil San with a little bit of help from Post Bloom, trying to do some flank firing, pressuring Lil San and winning that round 6-6. It is still very, very even. Full buys coming out from both teams, it seems like, as they all have money. We can see here as we've gone into the round, it is a very even score between both teams, only differentiating 4 frags, I believe. No, actually a lot more frags from Druid's side. Lil San is the one with the most kills for the time being in Druid's, and Jinjin sharing a spot with Alfreda. As Lil San is pushing out here towards this banana, getting I in the process, pre-firing a little bit towards banana because she does know that there is one more player there, as they have gone to B every single round right now when they have gone for standard rounds. And Jinjin still guarding this apartment. She does know that Giuliano likes to play very aggressively. However, Giuliano taking a very passive playstyle this time around. Just mixing things up, making them guess what Druids are trying to do. Playing ducks does seem to want to go for this A bomb side. However, there are 4 CT players as Hellrose gets out 1 and managing to get 2. However, Post Bloom with that up takes Hellrose out, and Giuliano takes out Jinjin, and it's all up to Post Bloom here. she is alone with a Glock only. Doesn't she have another weapon? Doesn't seem like it. So it's a half buy actually for Playing Ducks. She is still in that sewers area. Is she gonna be able to find anyone? Is she gonna be peeking out the right moment? Yes, she is. However, Zonia does have the more powerful weapon and managing to one-shot her. 7-6, still very even in this matchup, as there are only 2 rounds left to play in this half. And if you really want to have that lead, at least even if it's only 1 round, you want to have that early lead when going into the next half, as it is a lot of mental pressure being relieved. As Playing Ducks here are rushing towards this apartment here, and Giuliano actually taking out 4 players! 4 frags! Oh my god, I can't commentate fast enough on what just happened. Giuliano with a beautiful 4 frags there in the apartment, just missing out on the ace. But one member of Druidz were there to clean things up as we go into this last round. So Druidz have secured that at least 1 round lead when going into the next half. And Druidz members actually going very aggressive here on Banana, as Post Bloom here is kind of caught in this archway. She does know that there's 1 player there. It seems like some firefights are breaking out here on Banana. However, Playing Ducks are rotating around. It seems like they want to once again go for this A push. However, if they decide to do that, they are going to be faced by 1 op and at least 1 M4. It seems like Druids have mixed weapons, as Giuliano takes out 2 quick frags. Very nice. As Post Bloom, however, retaliates 3 versus 4 in favor of Druidz. As Jinjin is actually going to be catching on 1 player, 2 players! As Zonia takes out Post Bloom, it's a 2 versus 2 situation right now. It goes back and forward. It's very even still. And Hellrose here takes out Jinjin in the middle with a flank fire. Sierra is all alone. She doesn't have the bomb. However, Zonia almost getting that shot. However, Sierra manages to take her out. And she is going to plant the bomb. Where is she planting? Is she planting aggressively, defensively? I don't know. It seems like defensively, because now she is in this site and she does not know where Hellrose is. And I was about to say, if she isn't careful, Hellrose is going to catch her out, which she just did. So 9-6 when going into this other half. And if you hear me suddenly stop commentating for some reason, I'm either thinking of what to say next, or I'm just muting my microphone in order to cough. I'm still coughing for some reason. And we can see here on this score list, the scoreboard, Jinjin top fragger in Playing Ducks, followed by Sierra, Post Bloom, Alfreda, and I, as Hellrose is top fragging with 16 frags, followed by Lil San, Sephi, Giuliano, and Zonia, as Druids are pushing up very aggressively towards this middle here. Actually gets a little bit shot from behind, however, Giuliano turns around and gets her. Very nicely done, as I and Sierra have rotated around from B, just making sure that no one is going to be able to rotate around, as Sierra takes out 1, takes out 2 actually, as Hellrose takes out Post Bloom. Bomb is down, so 35 seconds on the clock. Sonya does have 2 members there that she has to fight against. Actually, 2 more members, as she's all alone against Jinjin and I here. Is she going to be able to do anything from this round? It's a very fierce firefight here going around. Sonya is actually trying to reload, not being able to defend the bomb, because I here was able to catch her in the midst of the reloading sequence. Oh boy. So first round going towards Playing Ducks here, as we are going into the second round of the second half. So Druid's forced to go Echo here. They did have the bomb down, so they can choose whether to buy or not next round. And They are going very defensively here, playing in Navi style, just staying in spawn, not doing anything rash, just discussing between the team members. What are we gonna do next? What is our options? What do we want to do? And they are at the same time making Playing Ducks very nervous here, I believe, or maybe not very nervous, but just leaves them thinking like, what are they up to? Do they have some sort of super strategy that we might not be able to counter? However, the Druids are going very standard here with this stack towards B. Post Bloom here is actually going to catch out Zonia. So it is, and here we go, firefight going out in Banana. Giuliano doesn't take out one. However, I cannot speak because everything happens so fast. Bomb is down, as it is all up to Zephy after Hellrose gets taken out. Zephy does find one near Ruins. However, the rest of Playing Ducks are going to rotate around. Zephy actually takes out one, 43 HP against 7 and 12. She might actually be able to clutch this 1 versus 3 situation if she's careful enough. One goes down. Is she going to be able to take out another one? Zephy rotates around towards the church. It is all up to Alfredo right now. Smoke is down. She is actually fusing. Zephy gets the round for Druids. Nicely done. Nice 1 versus 3 clutch, even if it was maybe 1 versus 4. I did not check. My math is absolutely horrible. Nicely done by Zephy, managing to win that round for Druids. And now they have forced Playing Ducks into an echo here, as Druids can go on the buy, as they have rifles and nades and most likely armor as well. However, Playing Ducks are playing very standard still. They have not gone for the A stack or B stack as you might want to do when going on the Neko. They might be confident enough in their pistol skills. However, Hellrose takes out Alfreda here, as Sierra comes from behind, gets caught out by Lil San, 32 HP left. And Zonia going up here towards this long here actually gets Post Bloom. However, gets dinked down 3 HP as she's in a very dangerous position here. Zonia takes out another one though. Takes out one more, 3 HP, and still managing to peck out players left, right, and center. Sierra all alone, 32 HP, actually catches Hellrose. However, Zonia with a beautiful, I don't know how many frags it was. Like I said before, my math is horrible. We're actually gonna check the scoreboard after this round. Druids players still very even right now. Actually, they've evened out from CT side, as frags were very split between. However, Playing Ducks are still very even between themselves. So, as 2 members of Druids are pushing up this banana here very aggressively, Lil San takes out Post Bloom. Zephy pushing up this apartment here. It is a B stack, and meanwhile on the B bomb side for Playing Ducks. So if Zephy pushes out a little bit more aggressively, she might be able to call out from her teammates that there is absolutely no one on A, and if Druids aren't careful enough, they might just get caught out by Playing Ducks here. Lil San spots out I here on the Ruins, and Giuliano having a firefight here with Alfreda in the middle of the bomb site. Giuliano takes out Alfreda. Zonia here does know that there is at least one player in CT spawn. Sierra gets taken out. Lil San rotating around, finds I here in the Ruins, takes her out as well. It is all up to Jinjin. She only has a P2000 here. Is she gonna be able to do anything? Takes out Lil San. Is she gonna be able to get another one? Firefight with Zonia here. Zonia is actually missing. Giuliano comes from her side and takes another round for Druids. And we can see the buy has come out for Playing Ducks, as Post Bloom did have an op, so we're gonna see what she can do with the op in hand. Where is she gonna go? Is she going B or is she going A? It seems like she wants to go B, playing that very passive spot, taking a Delpan angle as we used to see in 1.6 days all the time. And oh my god, Alfreda gets 2 people in the smoke, as Druids just pushed up that middle there towards long. Giuliano gets caught out by Post Bloom's up here, and Sierra actually going aggressive taking out the remaining 2 players of Druidz and getting one more round in favor of Playing Ducks. However, the lead is still very big, I would say, or very big or very big. 4 rounds might not sound that much, but in Counter-Strike, 4 rounds can be the difference between winning or losing. And we see Post Bloom here, very passive op here on towards B, or aggressive, depending on how you want to see it. I call it passive because she does have the cover of the wall there in case anything goes wrong. Jinjin is in the apartment trying to spot out anyone going up those stairs. However, jumps out the back as soon as I call that. Very passive play right now. No team want to make any unnecessary movements and get killed in the process. However, it does seem Druidz want to go for that A push. Smokes and flashes are coming out, it seems like, and the push is on. Alfreda here is actually gonna get one player of Druidz. However, Lil San takes out Alfreda as Sierra and Post Bloom has to rotate around because they know the A push has been a go. And it doesn't seem like Jinjin actually taking out Tefi. She's gonna be able to take out another one. She's getting very pressured right now. I here is in the library as Lil San takes out Jinjin. Is she gonna be able to take out one more player? Yes, she is. Lil San gets taken out by I here. Hellrose, however, takes out one. Gets taken out from behind by Post Bloom. It is a 1 versus 2 situation. Zonia all alone here gets one. Is she gonna be able to get another one? Make the 1 versus 2 clutch. Post Bloom and Zonia doesn't know that they are there somewhere. Zonia doesn't know, however, that Post Bloom has rotated around and gets her in the side as Post Bloom takes one more round for Playing Ducks. And quack quack, the Ducks are coming to town. Excuse my horrible pun there. Right now, everyone has bought nades. It is a buy once more. I believe that was a incendiary grenade from Playing Ducks, trying to make them think twice about trying to rush aggressively towards that B bomb side. However, oh, Lil San with a quick frag towards Post Bloom here. Makes it a 5 versus 4 situation. Lil San gets dinked down to 9 HP. Still 5 versus 4, but Lil San with low HP. It might prove to be a little bit of trouble as Juliano takes out Jinjin, Alfreda takes out Sonya, and Hellrose takes out Alfreda. And the plan is going to come down towards B. It is a 4 versus 2 situation as Playing Ducks has to pull something amazing off right now in order to secure this round. However, they are a little bit slow towards that A bomb side as I actually takes out Giuliano. However, Hellrose takes out I in the process as they are still going very aggressively here. Hellrose takes out Sierra. She might have thought about saving that weapon. However, it might have not been that much of a deal as they do have quite a lot of money still running around in Playing Ducks. As Post Bloom here did have almost 8k. Frag still very even between Playing Ducks. However, in Druidz, we can see Hellrose has pulled off a very nice lead here with 22 frags as Lil San gets naded down to 50 HP. Sierra is does actually notice Lil San, however, unable to do anything. Alfreda does notice Hellrose here. She gets naded off the balcony as Zonia gets Alfreda in the side. Takes out another one? No, she's not able to. As they all back away. Lil San is actually still playing very aggressively towards that B bomb side, I believe. She does not know that there's one more player there. Actually, it's Giuliano, forgive my ignorance here. As Post Bloom takes out Giuliano. It is a 4 versus 4 situation. However, health is in favor of Playing Ducks as Post Bloom gets out one. Actually switches to the knife. What is he doing? She pulled out her knife. Bringing a knife to a gunfight is not a good idea as Lil San takes out Sierra. And Lil San does have the position in ruins, making sure that no CTs are gonna come from that side. She is holding it very strong as Jinjin falls down to the ground due to a bullet in her head. And it's all up to Ai right now. Does she want to play very aggressively? Money is low. She might want to think about saving this weapon. However, Sephi takes Ai out as I'm saying that. So 14-9 in favor of Druidz, showing off a very strong T side once again, and it doesn't seem like they are gonna stop anytime soon. And we can see that Playing Ducks here now have gone for the A stack as they have only an echo. So if Druids are quick on the, if they are quick to catch on, they will notice that there is absolutely no one on the B bomb site. It is completely free for the taking, and it seems like we have a little bit of mixed weapons here in Playing Ducks, as Post Bloom does have that swag 7 as some people like to call it, but it's mag 7 actually. And Sonya takes out Alfreda. No, she's unable to take her out as they get flying fire from everywhere. Two players of Playing Ducks have been taken out. Giuliano takes out Jinjin. They did go for the A push despite the fact that they were stacking them. Oh my god, Sonya actually and gets the plant off. And Giuliano takes out Post Bloom. Sonya getting the plant off just moments before getting taken out from behind with that mag 7. And once again, despite the fact that Playing Ducks were stacking A, Druids just stomped their way through and took another round, making it match point right now in favor of Druids. And Playing Ducks needs to pull off an amazing comeback right now if they want to have a chance of at least tying this match up. Sephi making sure that there's no one in the apartments. Weapons are up for all players of the team, or for both teams I should say. Jinjin actually spotted out Sephi here from the graveyard into the apartments, as Sephi is down to 51 HP, still 100 HP for everyone, as Hellrose is pushing down here towards shore. Does not take Alfreda out, not even damaging her, and Druids are actually taking damage from all sorts of directions right now. Alfreda taking out Hellrose, taking out Sephi as well. Is she gonna be able to take a third? Sonya goes down toward the Alfreda rampage. And Lilsan is all alone here on this B bomb side. However, bomb is in Playing Ducks' hands right now, as it is on short, I believe. Somewhere on short or middle. I am unsure. 4 players of Playing Ducks against Lilsan. Lilsan does have the bomb now. It was actually down in Banana. Sierra, however, is going to catch out Lilsan here. And one round closer to tying this match up for Playing Ducks. However, they still need 5 more rounds. It is a long, long way to go if they want to make this match tied up, as kills or frags are still spread evenly amongst Playing Ducks. And we can see that Druids actually have evened out as well in frags, as they are going for this fast B push. And Lilsan taking the lead. He's going to be able to find anyone as she gets smoked out. Flashes and smokes are coming from everywhere. Sierra gets Sonya here, and the B push has been repelled. Now they are rushing towards that A bomb site, where there's only 2 players defending right now from Playing Ducks. Alfreda gets Hellrose, however. Lilsan takes out Alfreda in return. Now there's only 1 player, Jinjin, all alone here on A bomb site. He's going to be able to do anything. Flashes comes out. Giuliano finds her. However, Jinjin takes out Lilsan in return before going down. And they need to get the plant off right now, or they might lose another round. Post Bloom actually gonna find out Giuliano here, and this short gets her. It's all up to Sephi right now. 1 versus 3. Is she gonna be able to do anything from this round? She gets fired from all sorts of directions and gets taken out. Sierra gets the defuse. 1 more round for Playing Ducks. They are showing that they are not giving up. They are not giving up the chance of winning or at least tying this match up. As we're gonna once again check the money and scores of these teams. Druidz actually forced into an echo here, I believe. They have bought nades. It seems like some sort of a half buy. Or they have gone for the full buy, it seems like. As they have spread out 2 on B, actually 1 on B, and 4 towards A, it seems like. Smokes have come out a little bit of everywhere. Defensive smokes from playing Ducks, I presume. As they want to prevent Druidz from doing anything rash anytime soon. Juliano, Zonia, and Lilson actually taking a little bit of damage from grenades, I believe, or from a grenade. Actually from grenades, as Sierra and I here has both wasted their nades. As flashes are coming out for this A push, Hellrose is rotating around. It is actually a fake, it seems like. They have faken out the A bomb side and going towards that B push. Lil San is in the lead once again. The entry fragger, it seems like, for Druidz actually comes around from runes and gonna get Sierra from behind. 1 frag for Druidz. 1 more round they need to win this match. Post Bloom actually takes out Juliano here, as Lil San, actually Zonia and Sephi takes out 2 members of Playing Ducks, 2 left right now versus 4 Druidz members. Zonia spots out 1. Is I gonna be able to do anything? No. Lil San takes her out. Jinjin, however, takes Lil San out, and Hellrose closes this match out. Very nicely done. I am unsure of whether there is going to be 1 more round or not. However, in the meantime, I am going to play a little bit of music for you guys while I'm trying to figure out if there's going to be anything more, and I hope that you guys will enjoy.